So many of my colleagues have spoken eloquently, and I'm going to confine my remarks just to the fiscal impact here. I heard my colleague, Senator Parker, say that students are trapped in underperforming schools. What was not said is underperforming schools that we underfund. It is the state's obligation under the Texas Constitution to provide a system of free public education to every child. We all take that responsibility very seriously, or we should, because public education is the greatest engine for public prosperity that democracy has ever created. We are a wealthy state with a significant surplus. And due to the miraculous, truly miraculous efforts of public educators, our public school system remains average in performance in national rankings, even though we are underfunded on average national rankings pretty significantly. And yet, we are looking at siphoning $1 billion out of our already underfunded system to help a tiny percentage of Texas school children who are mostly already in private school. And that $1 billion under the fiscal note quadruples by the end of this decade. Quadruples. If I'm just looking at my school district, my largest school district is also the largest donor district in our system of public education funding, sending between $700 and $900 million to the state to subsidize the state's obligation to fund a free and adequate public education. When AISD sends up those hundreds of millions of dollars, AISD is left with an average per pupil expenditure that is less than the state average, which is in turn less than the national average, even though AISD students, half of them, are economically disadvantaged. When we are talking about children trapped in underperforming schools, you would think that our solution would be to make those schools whole so that they can perform well, instead of siphoning more money out of them, taking public dollars and giving them to private schools, so private schools can pick the students who will be most profitable for the private school. And in turn, the people who will most be advantaged by this coupon will be people who are already sending their children to private school. This is a transfer of public wealth to private companies who have no obligation to take a child that will cost them more than the average. This is a transfer of our public wealth to private companies. It is not a solution for children who need and deserve an adequate public education. Thank you.